What's up, everybody? It's Lady Lila Brown, and I'm back to highlight that your girl got not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but 6 stories in this week's Los Angeles Sentinel newspaper. So I really wanted to highlight some of the stories that I got in this week's print edition, our weekly newspaper. And so some of these stories had me zigzagging all over the city. I was all over the place last week, but and some of these stories are heartbreaking, and so I really wanted to dig in because I think it's important. And then we're going into Juneteenth. That's June 13th through the 19th for those that don't know. But also this is going into Father's Day weekend, which I got a really, really good gem of a story. So I can't wait to share this information. But let's start. So this, of course, front page news, one of my stories here. This is MLK Community Hospital at risk of closure, starting with maternity ward. That's the headline. And so, not sure if you all know this, but more than 300 hospitals throughout the nation have closed their maternity ward. And so, this is happening not just in Los Angeles, but all throughout the nation. So, LA County actually had to close 17 hospitals. And you know, for anybody that knows this area with South LA and the MLK Community Hospital, okay, so that's the closest hospital in the area. So where are these people supposed to go? And especially like if you're in delivery, so that's really, really sad story. But for all the things that we talk about in, you know, pop culture and other news, this is something that I think we really need to come together as a community. So it's just really unfortunate. So that's the story there. So the hospital is at risk of closing altogether, not just the maternity ward. So have to keep an eye on that story, and we'll see what happens. But you know, they're really urging the locals to contact their elected officials from the city and the state. Like, we need to come together on this. Like y'all be talking about nation building, that would be it, you think? So seriously. And so, okay, here's another story. So I was able to go to EEEEEATSCON LA. It's a food festival, and you know, for the foodies that know about infatuation, you know, and chase about infatuation. So all that information is there. But get this, there was one time I was on Clubhouse and I asked someone what was the #1 soul food restaurant they considered in Los Angeles. And this person, I really trust their opinion. They're really cool, so I might profile them later one day. But they told me Dulan's. So I've never been to Dulan's on Crenshaw. I've never been to any Dulan's. And so for my first time to ever trying the food and being able to meet the owner, and like he's telling me about the menu and the history. So his background is he went to Howard University. He's a member of Alpha Phi Alpha, and you know, family business. But he took it upon himself to partner with a sister by the name of Kim Prince, and so they started a food truck. Now, they were the only soul food at EEEEEATSCON LA this year, and they were the only food truck. So we had a soul food truck, and they were really representing for us. And you know, in the story, they talk about how some people have never even tried soul food before. So I was really happy, but I really like this story because for those that are aware, Hotville and Dulan's coming together, but Hotville having closed its physical location because what's happening with Crenshaw Mall, and it's supposed to be coming back, but Mr. Greg Dulan was like, nope, we're going to get this up and running right now. So I just love to see our people collaborating. So I thought that was a really good story. So y'all, Hotville collaborating with Dulan's for a soul food truck, like, you're going to want that. You're going to want that. So I was happy to get that story out. Y'all, talking about just exhausted last week. Like, but I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I got it together. So like I was saying, it's Father's Day, and I was really happy to get this story out. So this is the headline. Get this. Father and son duo builds legacy for peace through street basketball. So a father and son come together, you know, collaborating, passing on the family business. But Mr. Ken Hicks and his son Ryan Hicks. So Ken Hicks, y'all, is considered the godfather of street ball. So for those that are, again, familiar with Southern California, y'all know how big the Venice Beach Street basketball tournament is. And so for decades, y'all, they've been putting this on, and they've never been featured in the LA Sentinel. So I feel like I really found a hidden gem, a jewel in the city. And so, as you can see here, there he is with his father. But I really like this picture too, y'all. Kobe Bean Bryant, okay? When he was about 18 years old, and then there's the family, and there's young Ryan with him. So Ryan, you know, in our community, you gonna be put to use. We gonna use them hands. So he used to help coordinate with his father all the logistics for the game, and he used to take care of a lot of the media work. He went on to go to school, and it's all in the story. But he brought his skills from media and broadcasting education in school to implement that into the family business, and he really helps with a lot of the marketing. So I was just really happy to get this story out about a father and son working together. And so I kind of like this line that I came up with. I said that basically they're proving that the son is carrying on a legacy, proving that community impact starts with a solid foundation at home. So how you gonna help your community if your home is in shambles? So that part. So I was really happy, and that story is continued on there. So and they have really good, amazing partnerships with the NBA and the WNBA. So Balling for Peace is expanding, hopefully coming to a city near you. So I was happy to get that one out. Okay, what else do I have here? All right. So the MLK story went on, but here's another one. So again, 2 stories on one page. So I got this story that I covered. It was a community block party. LAPD is really trying to improve the relationships with our community. And so they have a new bureau called the Community Safety Partnership. So they did this block party with the city council president-elect Marquise Harris Dawson. We have a new police chief, so he came out. So y'all, some changes are happening. They're really trying. So we're gonna keep monitoring the situation. But that public park is now open for the summer. They're gonna have some great programs. So the Algin Sutton block party was really highlighting community safety partnerships. So these cops, y'all, they walking the kids to school. They really policing the area, really getting more involved. So in a way that's not as devastating as it's been in the past. So they're changing it up. So we will continue to follow that and see how that comes out. But I was really happy about this story as well. So Straw and Wool Hat Company, 2 brothers from Phoenix, decided that they wanted to expand their business through a LA Flagship. So that's their second location, and it's a hat company, fedora brands, all that good stuff. And so they're really big on giving back to their community as well. So the address for them is 5593 West Pico Boulevard, and go check them out. They're in Mid-City. There's other Black businesses in the area. So they're really excited to expand. So I'm happy for them. 2 friends coming together and doing business. That's what I like to hear. So the thing is, well, let me stop preaching, but y'all always talking about, the media never reports on the great things that are happening in our community. Well, maybe because y'all not reading Black-owned media. That's that. So I think that's all the stories I have. I think those are my 6 stories, and I got a 7th story going through California Black media. So I just wanted to, share that because, a few years ago, I told myself, I was like, I wish I was a better writer, whether it was creative or for television or, books. And I was like, well, I kind of know a little bit about news writing. So again, for those that know me, I am traditionally a public relations professional, but I felt like I could do more in the community through sharing news and information, and especially by contributing to a Black-owned media outlet. So I'm so happy to be able to serve my community in this type of way. But it was really just a friend saying, hey, I like the way you write on social media. I really like your captions because I always try to be informative. And so just that little bit of compliment gave me the confidence to really go out and 6 stories in 1 newspaper, 7 for the week, lucky number 7. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much to those that, tune in.